My name is Josiah, and I'll be talking about my testimony today. So last year, I lost both of my grandmothers in a 3 month period, right? Which kind of took a toll on me. I was sad, hurt. I just wasn't in the right headspace, right? But I came back to school because everyone was saying you should go back to school. This is what your grandmothers would have wanted. So I go back, but I'm just going through the motions because I really don't want to be there. Yeah, at this point, I really just didn't care. But I'm on my way back from a class, and Shannon walks up to me and asks me a question. Now I can't remember what the question was, but she was like, I just remember it pertained to the situation. And then we have a nice conversation. And then she says, "Oh, I come every Friday on campus to minister to students with my other campus ministers like Ronell." And she was like, "Oh, I want you to meet Ronell." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." I give her my contact info, and then I actually meet Ronell later in the day because he pulls up later in the day, and we have another conversation. And I got a lot of things off my chest. It was easy to talk to them. They were very familiar. So yeah, after that, Ronell invited me to church, but I didn't want to go. Like, I didn't think I was ready for that. I just told him I didn't have the clothes to go, but I just didn't want to go. So fast forward after summer break, because I didn't speak to them after this, and it's like 2 weeks into the semester. Like, yeah, this was back in August, and Ronald was like, "Oh, pull up. I'm in Blackburn and I'm with the crew." I'm like, "Oh, the crew? I don't know who the crew is, but yeah, I guess I'll pull up." So I pull up. They're evangelizing on campus, and I was hanging out with them the whole day, and it was just a nice experience. So after that, every Friday, Ronald would call me. I'd hang out with him on Friday, and then he invited me to church, and this time I went, and it was a nice experience. And then he invited me to. He started talking about full retreat, and I was like, "Oh, that seems cool, but it's $120." He's like, "It's okay. We could get you a scholarship." I'm like, "Okay," but he says, "I really want you to go because I feel like it'll be life changing for you." So I decided to go, but when I get there, like I didn't feel anything. It wasn't until like Saturday morning when they was doing the prayers that I felt like I had an encounter with God. I felt like He was trying to open up my heart, and I started crying. So Ronell pulled me outside. We had a conversation. Like, he opened my eyes to my problems. Like, I was trying to do everything by myself when I'm really not supposed to. So yeah, after that conversation, I started feeling a lot better. I was actually ready to give my life to the Lord that day. But I also wanted Ronell to be present. So I held off, and on that Sunday morning, I gave my life to the Lord with Sarah, Tara, and Ronell. And immediately I felt like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders. And I haven't looked back since. So yeah, that's my testimony.